Hey guys, how are you? Okay, hold on, because I want to make sure you guys, let me open this up. Stay right there. Don't move. Okay, I'm going to get some more lighting in here. All right, I hope you guys are having a great day. So I promised last week that we would do some more training this month to really get you guys in a space to where you are ready to really take your business to another level, right? So we're going to start a CEO training series. And I put the link in for you guys to register. It's going to be free because I told you in 2018, it's no excuses. And that we are literally going to take our business and our mindset to the next level. So when we start talking about being a CEO, right? And I've kind of taken some notes because I already am building the structure for your training class. You know, I really want you guys to understand, hey, Kristen, good morning, that being a CEO is a step above all else, okay? And I don't want to say a step above, but I would say it requires a different version of yourself. Now, for some of you that are already running businesses and doing great, you may not need this training, or maybe you need a refresher. But this is really for my newbies that are starting, that are transitioning from the employee mindset and being an employee and rolling over to being an employer, okay? And I want you guys to really take this information in that I'm going to give you. So, first of all, sometimes I get on here, I'm like really frustrated, but that's okay. Because I'm not giving up on you guys. You're just challenging me to push myself in a greater manner, which is allowing me to push you in a greater manner. And that is my goal. And I know some of you don't like to be pushed. And the reason is because nobody's ever required you to be put. Nobody's ever pushed you. We've had a couple of people leave the group. Bye-bye. Because you're here to grow. You're here to learn. You're here to expand yourself, to be better. So if you're very sensitive and you can't handle the pressure, like, yes, I want you to leave because I only want people here that want to grow, okay? So when we start talking about being a CEO and running your business, you've got to understand that it requires a different level of common sense than you may be used to. Okay, it requires a different level of common sense than you may be used to. I was thinking this morning when I saw the messages, why are they not using their common sense? Duh, it's because my level of common sense as a CEO is going to be a little bit different. So let's talk about that. When you start talking about being a CEO and being common sense, you've got to understand that common sense is about adaptability. It's about strategy. It's about being able to look at a situation and thinking not just about what you see in front of you, but thinking about all the different scenarios that can potentially go along with this particular scenario, with this particular situation. That is imperative. And while I may be going over some of your heads, we're going to break this thing down to its core. Okay, so that, and not only that, this is not just going to be a training where I talk to you and I present, although the first class will be that way. After that, we're actually going to have real sessions. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but we really are, because being a CEO and having that level of common sense, that level of strategy, that level of adoption, it's something that some people inherit, naturally. Some people inherit it through trials, right? Through experience. Some people inherit it based on seeing other people do it, right? Some people have to learn how to do it. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. So I want to give you guys an example. I came with props today. So this is what you guys see today, my hair down. I'm talking to you. I am literally in Coach Dee Williams mode. Okay. Now, when I put this little headband on, and I put my hair up, typically, I'm going to just show you. I want to give you some real stuff here. typically I am in mommy mode. Okay, this means that Lyric knows she's in mommy mode. She ain't playing, she's focused, or maybe I am playing, but I'm in mommy mode. Hey, Lyric, clean that floor. Hey, Lyric, get that thing. Hey, Lyric, okay? I'm in mommy mode. Now, when I go to conferences, this is who I am. Hold on, I'm about to show you. This is my conference mode. This one right here. This is my conference wig. This is my conference wig. I don't know if I can make this look decent, but y'all seeing some real D here. Okay, so this is kind of like my conference wig. I can't see here properly. And it ain't looking conferencey right now. But this is the wig that I put on. And it's not all beautiful today because I'm like on camera. I need to spruce it up. But this is the wig that I put on when I go and attend conferences. Typically, my it's like coming over to the side or something like that. Okay, so there we go. So it's coming over. I may move it to the side a little bit to give me a little flare. Okay, I think we're starting to come together here a little bit. I don't have my mirror with me. Light, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, great. There we go. So I'm in conference mode. I go into my conference event. They get this version of Dee Williams. This version of Dee Williams is very astute. Her mind is different. You know, it is very like, hey, how you doing, guys? Well, I'm in a conference. So I'm professional. I'm upbeat. I'm really getting it in. Oh my gosh, let me tell you a little bit about what we do here at Identifies Consulting. And I'm in a different space. My mind is different. I'm thinking differently. I'm around people who are thinking differently. Right? So I just and I'm not saying you got to put on a different wig for everything. I'm just telling you how common sense is different depending on the situation that you're in, right? So this is my conference wig. You see me with these pictures on when I did the Money in You conference. I wore this wig. That's right, my Sasha Fierce. When I saw Tony Robbins. Okay, so that's the difference. So Money in You was a professional conference. It was about money. I knew there were executives there. I was getting it in with this wig. Hey, okay. So then I went and saw Tony Robbins, which is a little bit different, right? So I rocked this wig. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to give y'all some real ish here. So I rocked this wig or a version of it. And I did this wig because it was fun. It was exciting, still kind of professional, right? But it said, hey, y'all, I'm here. I jumped up and down with Tony. I took notes. Oh, yes, I'm bettering myself. I hugged people. Hey, I'm Dee. How you doing? Different mindset, different thought process, okay? I'm in a different space. I'm not Coach Dee Williams today. I'm not CEO at the boardroom with Brian at TRC today, right? I'm Tony Robbins having a ball, get it in, party, but still into myself, okay? But then sometimes I may be going to a networking event. Okay, so now it depends on type of networking event. It could be different. I may rock this wig. Now, y'all seen this wig. Tasha, don't be laughing at me, girl. She says Friday, I can't. So this is kind of more of, I'm exciting. I'm professional, though, at the same time. Don't look at my braids. I got braid hair sticking out. I'm exciting. I'm professional. I flip it behind my ear. It's like, hey guys, how are you? So I still stand out, but I'm super professional and I'm like, wow, how you doing, guys? Hi, my name is Dee Williams. What a pleasure to meet you. Okay. I may even wear this wig out if I get like a little date, right? I might have a little date tonight and in my dreams, but I may get on a little date and I may rock my little wig and you know, how you doing? Okay. So that's kind of like that one. Now, if I'm hanging out with my girls, I haven't even worn this one yet, but if I'm hanging out with my girls, I'm feeling 41 and I want to look different, or maybe I'm in a place I should not be, okay? Maybe I'm in a place I should not be and I don't want nobody to recognize me. Then I may pull this one out, all right? All right, yeah. What's your name, Janice? What's your name? Katrina. Hey guys, how you doing? Now this wig, when I put it on, I feel a lot calmer, actually. I actually feel, let me take the tag off. I don't even know if I can do that. But this wig, I feel so much calmer. You know, I'm a little bit more, hey guys, how are you? What a pleasure, you know, or what have you. So this one is a little bit more just laid back. You know, it's just a little more laid back. It's a little sultry, but my personality is probably going to shift a little bit more with this particular wig, right? So, oh, I might rock this doll for real in real life, though. This wig is so cute. I just go to the hair store and just get a bunch of wigs and see what I like. All right. Now, my point is that now regular D, when my staff sees me online or when they see me, I typically have a part. This is Kitty. All right. Kitty is, I'm going to show you Kitty in her. Kitty, for you guys that don't know, my mom gave me the name Kitty the day I was born. She thought I was a boy. And I came out a girl, and she was kind of disappointed. And so she hadn't figured out what my name was going to be just yet because she only had a boy name established for me. And so my eyes were really tiny, like they still are, like a little Asian. And I was super dark. I was way darker than what I am now. Way, way, way darker. And she thought, wow, she looks like a little chocolate kitten. And so she nicknamed me Kitten. That was my very first name. And she eventually gave me a name, the same name that she decided to give the boy that she thought she was having, and just changed the spelling to a girl name. People have a hard time pronouncing it. So I use the name Dee because it's easy, it's professional, it's female, okay? And so she literally called me Kitten. Now, when I turned about 6 years old, my cousin, who we call Aunt Poogie, she came to me one day and she said, listen, Kitten, you're becoming a big girl. And Kitten, the name Kitten is for a little girl. And since you are now a big girl, we're going to change your name to Kitty. So everybody's going to call you Kitty from now on. I said, all right, I don't care. So that's exactly what they did. So in my world, in my personal world, only in my personal world, you have to be my family or a best friend of mine to call me by my nickname. Actually, if you follow me on my personal page, most people never even knew my real name that I went to church with when I grew up. They only knew me by Kitty. So you'll see my profile is like Dee Kitty Williams, right? Because most of the world in my personal world know me as Kitty. Well, when I was a little girl, my mom was addicted to French braids, right? And so what she did was she would always keep my hair into French braids. And so when I'm home and I'm hanging out and I'm just being by myself, or if I'm on the beach and I've got my laptop and I'm in my bikini or bathing suit sipping on a margarita or whatever the case may be, you will find me typically, unless I'm trying to floss and take pictures for video, whatever, typically you will find me like this. This is my relaxed work mode. If you guys see me come online and I've got French braids, 9 times out of 10, I came online in the spare of the moment just because I had something on my heart I wanted to share. But I was really in Kitty mode. This is Kitty. This is how I look typically when I am just home being myself. This is this version of me. Now, this version of me is very light, very funny, very addicted to music, running around the house naked, dancing. I'm just telling you how I am. Very different person than I am in the boardroom. Reading, I'm a bookworm. I don't even read things that are exciting to the average person. I read medical journals for fun. I read really weird things, right? I said it, medical journals. I read magic books. I watch anime that makes me think or laugh. I love Kung Fu. I grew up on that. So I like karate movies. I love anything related to cooking, even though I absolutely am the pickiest eater on this planet. You couldn't put any sauce on my plate. I'm not going to eat it, right? But I love watching people cook exotic foods that I desire to never taste. You know, I write lyrics for fun. These are the things that I do in my leisure, but it's a different version of myself. It's not the same Dee Williams that you guys see on here. But when I am in Dee Williams mode, I am no nonsense. I am no nonsense. Why? Because my time and my money are on the line. It's a very different, it requires, running a business requires a different version of myself. I can't go to my CEO's office in 2 braids naked, although I might like to do that. I cannot, okay? I can't be leisure and just sitting around and I cannot do those things. I have to be sharp, right? I have to think differently. I have to look differently. I have to feel differently. I have to see differently. As a matter of fact, as a CEO, when someone tells you something or presents something to you, I never look at it for the black and white that is being delivered to me. Never. I'm always 20 steps ahead, thinking of every other thing in addition to what's being presented to me it could possibly be. I have to be objective. I have to be open. Okay. So when we start talking about being a CEO, it's not just about the way you look on the outside, although I was nice enough to bring props, right? It's not just about what you're wearing. Okay. I'll show you what I have on today. I'm pretty leisure, right? It's not just about what you're wearing. And to be honest with you, I find 2 or 3 good outfits. I wear them 3 times a week if I can, because I like my favorites. But it's not about what you wear, although those things are important. But it is, however, about how you are thinking. It's about strategy. It's about objectiveness. It's about being open. It's about reading between every line that you can see and every line that you cannot. And everybody doesn't have that ability to do so. So I want you guys to take a moment, register for the CEO training series. I'm going to add more dates to that series. And the first one will definitely be similar to the last one from the perspective, it'll be more lecture style. But then after we go beyond lecture style, we're going to have assignments and we're going to actually do things during the call. I'm going to open up the lines. I'm going to ask you to answer questions. You're going to have little things that you're going to have to do because I want to expand your mind. I want you to be able to be strategic CEOs. I want you to be able to sit at a table with a Bill Gates or an Oprah Winfrey and to be able to hold your own, right? I want them to walk away and look and say, Dad, who was that? Man, she came out of the clear blue. Have you ever heard of this lady or this guy? Where'd he come from? I want you sharp in not just your physical appearance, but sharp in your mind. Do you understand? Okay. So that's kind of what I wanted. That's what I want. That's where we're going. All right. You guys are pushing me, but I want to push you too. And I want you to be open to that. Isn't that what you're here for? Or are you just here to get the learning, the basic learning? I want you to be open to expanding yourself as a professional. I want you to be open to expanding yourself personally. The person you are when you're home with your husband is a little bit different than the person you are when you're at church with your friends, which is a little bit different than the person you are when you're spending time with you and your kids alone, which is a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? It requires a different version of you. And it may not be a 360-degree version, like it may not be a full version, but it's a different version. And for the young lady who sent me the email saying, Dee, you've changed, you're different. No, yes. It's not yes, I am different. In anime, I don't know if any of you know, have ever heard of Dragon Ball Z, but Goku is the main character. And he trains all the time. He's addicted to training. When he gets to a certain level in his training, he has the ability to power up and he becomes a Super Saiyan, right? A Super Saiyan. and his hair changes colors. And this is him now at a different level. Well, Goku eventually trained harder, and exceeded the Super Saiyan level and became a Super Saiyan 2, which means he was twice the man that he was prior, twice the strength, twice the strategy, twice the mindset. Okay. Then he trained even harder. And then he became, I think, Super Saiyan 3. My son's going to kill me. And he was now 3 times. Okay. Then he trained harder. I'm watching Dragon Ball Z Super now, and he became a Super Saiyan God. Okay. Where now he bypassed anything that you could have ever thought that he could have done at his normal level. When you guys signed up for my academy, you came in at a normal level. Now, as you go through the training, the first round of training in the academy, you are pumping yourself up. You are working your entrepreneurial muscles, and you are now becoming Super Saiyans. That's where many of you are right now. But that's not enough, okay, to compete in today's landscape. Super Saiyan is not enough. How do I know that? Because there are Super Saiyan 2s out there, and there are Super Saiyan 3s out there, and there are Super Saiyan gods. So in order to reach that higher level, you've got to continue to train and master your skill, master your mindset, master yourself. So now I'm this 2018 Dee Williams, #no excuses. You're seeing Super Saiyan God, okay? And what I am doing is I'm taking all of my Saiyans and I want to push them to the Super Saiyan level. And if you're here as a Super Saiyan, I want to push you at a Super Saiyan 1 level or Super Saiyan 2 level. And if you're a Super Saiyan 2, I want to push you to a Super Saiyan 3 level. And if you're a Super Saiyan 3, you have to walk with me as a Super Saiyan God. For anybody who watches Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I think you understand the concept. I'm not saying to you that I believe that I am God. What I'm saying to you is that there are levels in life. There are levels in life. And many of us are comfortable with staying at the lowest level possible. However, as your coach and trainer, it is my job to ensure that I am inspiring you and pushing you to raise your level, because you have the potential of being so much greater than you are. So when you decide to push that button and leave my group, that's fine, but that just lets you know and it lets me know that you're not ready to increase. You're ready, you're comfortable with staying where you are. And I promise you, when you stay where you are, you get the same exact results every time. Nothing changes. It's only until you decide that you desire to raise your standards, to raise your awareness, to raise your objectivity, to raise your level of common sense, to raise your worth meter. It is only then that you will understand and learn that you can do so much more, far greater than what your mind could have ever even thought of. Okay? Thanks, Coral. He rocks with Dragon Ball Z. He already knows. Yes, I'm probably more like Vegeta than Gohan, but that's okay. I mean, Goku. So I just want you to know I love you. And I know I get on here and I fuss, but it is so much out of love. The majority of this community is looking for something so much more. Don't get pissed off at me and run. Get pissed off at me and get pissed off at yourself and strive for better. That's what this community is about. You got a little bit more than what you bargained for when you joined here, because unfortunately, for many of you, and fortunately for many of you, I genuinely care. And I genuinely want to see you be successful. Why? Because somebody cared for me and somebody invested in me. So I'm investing in you. Sign up for the training. It's free. Let's increase. Let's power up. Let's take our lives and our businesses to another level. I love you. Bye, guys.